Hey everyone, I'm Jamie Cosman, and this is, I think, my sixth or seventh year working with service learning. I gave you an update of a little bit more background about myself in the other video, so if you care to learn more about me there, that would be a good place to go. I just wanted to let you know a little bit about the service learning English part of the course. That's what Gina Bonville and I teach. We work together very closely on that. So regardless of which teacher your child has, they will get a pretty similar experience between the two of us. Just wanted to let you know within the service learning English class, that it is going to be very, very collaborative. Students work together, and we are still figuring out the technology to make that happen within the current environment. But we do anticipate students continuing to work collaboratively because we really feel like they learn the most when they work together. We also have, as a course, we're able to take kind of the national and state standards and develop them thematically using and really implementing service learning within it. We also wanted to let you know that because of the way service learning is structured, your children will be going out and volunteering in the community on Mondays and Thursdays. So on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, they'll be working with the two of us, as well as Mr. Bach and Ms. Amie, depending on which class they're in, which section they're in. And we also, because of the unique nature of the course, we have the ability so that they actually will, in essence, be with the people who are physically with us in the room. Will have us, and then they'll flip. And so, for instance, the first half of the class, I will physically have the kids who are in the room for English, and then while I'm doing that, Mrs. Amier will be working with the contemporary issues kids virtually, and then we'll flip. And so then I'll go teach English to those kids virtually. So we think that's a much better way to engage the students rather than just having them kind of passively be involved. And because of the way our schedule is, we have the ability to do this. So we thought that was in the best interest of students to do that. And just so you know, that will be the same regardless of who their teachers are, whether it's if they're in the afternoon class, if they have Mr. Bach and me, or whether they have Mr. Bach and Ms. Bonville in the other morning class. So that'll be the structure regardless of which one they're in. The other thing, and this will hopefully be a weight off your shoulders, one of the first assignments we're going to be working on in English is the college application essay. We know a huge number of our students end up going to college. Many of these colleges are selective, and so they do have an essay component. And so we will be spending time on those in class. We do not choose the prompt. Your young adult will actually choose the prompt. And our goal is that they will write something and revise something and get feedback on something that they will then be able to use in the real world and submit to the college and make sure that it's good enough that it will actually help them. So hopefully that's a nice little load off of your shoulders.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Vanville, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about some of the curricular aspects of service learning English. So the course is organized thematically, and students engage in that course of study by first being introduced to a nonfiction element, like a chapter from a book or an article. Then they partake in a choice book, which they read in a small group and engage in small group discussion. And throughout that process, they're connecting with the book as well as connecting with some of our essential questions that guide the study of that book. Then we typically have both a reflective writing experience that starts out the unit, and once we get to the end of the unit, we have a more critical assessment of the book. We have a Socratic seminar, and that's when we bring in some elements of short story, poetry, or critical essay to kind of complete the unit so that they're getting exposed to a number of different genres and prepared for reading, writing, and discussion at the college level. We strongly recommend that students purchase a copy of the book, or they get a copy of the book from the library. Either is fine with us. We typically have a book cart with all of the books on it so that they get to take a look at the book So getting it from the library is easy. In addition to that, we have a strong relationship with the Learned Owl in Hudson, and we always encourage students to purchase books there because they typically have not only the best prices, but they're supporting a local business that works hard to support the Hudson community. If they don't opt for either option, although we really do feel like having a paper copy in class is the most helpful way to approach it, they can have an electronic copy that is purchased on their phone or that they get from maybe Sora or another online lending site. Please know that we are working closely together. We are working very hard to give your son or daughter the best possible experience they can have in service learning English and service learning in general. We work really hard to engage and connect their service experience with what they study in contemporary issues and what they study in English. And if you have any questions or any comments at any point throughout the school year, don't hesitate to reach out to me, Gina Vonville, or Jamie Cosman, and we'll be happy to go ahead and address your concerns or questions. Thank you so very much.